I am a huge fan of repurposing things that you already have at home and keeping things out of the landfill. However, when it comes to seed starting, this is an upgrade that you might want to make. If you're like me, you have probably saved a ton of these plastic containers from buying plants at the nursery, and it's hard to toss them because if you're an avid gardener, they can be useful. I even like to reuse things like old yogurt containers, and I probably always will save some containers for plant-related things. But for seed starting, I have started to phase out the plastic containers and have been swapping them out or favoring these silicone seed trays aptly named Sili-Seedlings. I like these because unlike the plastic containers from the nursery or whatever other plastic container you use, they won't leach out microplastics into your garden. The silicone these are made of are food grade and they are easy to sanitize. You could put them in the dishwasher or you can just soak and scrub them, but they are very easy to clean and they are durable. I've definitely cracked or bent the plastic ones from the nursery, and over time heat can make plastic crack, but these trays won't do that. And if you compare them to the nursery containers, they are about the same height as a 4-inch container, at least for this size of the Sili-Seedling tray, as you can see here. And speaking of sizes, there are 3 different sizes. This is the large. It's got some soil in it that needs to get cleaned out, but it is a 4-cell tray. The large are great for upsizing too if I'm not ready to transplant yet, or just for plants that grow fast and are larger like squash. And they have a depth of 4.1 inches, so even though they aren't as wide as a 4-inch nursery container, they can still hold a decent sized seedling. This one is the small with 6 cells, and then the medium is one with 10 cells. I use the mediums the most. The small and medium are great for seed starting, but I do find that the medium size is the most versatile, and I don't really need to size up to the larger tray if I'm not ready to transplant because they have a decent sized depth to them of 3.4 inches. But even the small size trays with a depth of 2.6 inches is still plenty of room to get some seedlings going for transplanting. The other reason why I like the medium size the best is because not only does it have the most cells, it is the only size that has a tab on it right in the center. I'm not always moving these around, but it does make it easier with the larger tab in the center. The other 2 sizes don't have that, they just have smaller tabs on the ends, so you definitely would want to use 2 hands when picking them up. All sizes have drainage holes already in them. The smalls have more of a slit, but I think the sizes of the openings are all appropriate for the size of the cells. And when you are ready to transplant, because these trays are soft, it's easy to get the seedlings out. You can just gently squeeze them like this and they will pop right out. So you don't have to worry about cracking them and making a mess like you would if you were reusing the nursery trays or containers. I have some nice new ones that the company recently very kindly sent me since I'm a huge fan, and they included these new stainless steel trays. Now, I've used the cheap aluminum dollar store cookie sheets like this one. It's quite dirty from sitting outside though. I've also used the disposable aluminum trays before, but they just aren't sturdy enough or sustainable enough, and these cookie sheets are so shallow that you can't really bottom water with them, but here with these trays, you have about 2 inches that can make bottom watering really easy, and they are very nice and sturdy. And as the note in here says, be careful when handling these trays outdoors if it's been hot or freezing because these trays will reflect those extreme temperatures when you touch them. You can fit quite a few of the seed starting trays in one stainless steel tray, and they fit in pretty nicely. You can fit 5 of the medium trays in one. I put 6 of the small in one tray, but their website says you can squeeze in 7, probably if you put them in the other direction. And here I squeezed in 5 of the small in one tray with 2 mediums. I don't have enough large ones to fill up a tray, but their website says you can fit in 8 large in one tray. One other thing that I love about these Sili-Seedling trays is they do stack up nicely, so if you aren't going to be using them for a while, they're easy to store. And because they are made of silicone, it's okay if something gets on top of them and crushes them a little bit because they won't break. I do like to direct sow as much as I can, but oftentimes with pest pressure, I'm unable to do so without the sprouts getting decimated as soon as they come out of the soil. So starting seeds in trays is the only way I can ensure my seeds will sprout into larger, healthy plants that I can transplant when they are strong enough to handle some pest pressure. So I'm glad to have these. I really do like these trays, and they are pretty inexpensive, ranging from about $7 to $10 per tray depending on what size you get, and the stainless steel trays are $25 each, but both are better for the environment, and they are durable and reusable and will last for years to come, so I think they are a worthy investment if you start your plants from seed.